Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Shelley Bevz here again on my new YouTube channel. I've been posting a lot of, well, not a lot, 2 tax videos, and I'm going to have 2 more coming up. It's that time of year in Canada. Taxes, they're due to be filed April 30th if you're an employee, and June 15th, roughly mid-June, if you're self-employed. Um, I have had some requests that please tell me about yourself. So this is going to be a quick video just so you know who I am and that I do have the credentials to talk about these tax issues. And, it's a trusted source of information. These are educational videos. It is not tax advice. What I tried to do is walk you through using Revenue Canada website so that your taxes are easy and simple. Okay, so this is me, CPA, Chartered Professional Accountant, CA, Chartered Accountant. I've been a Chartered Professional Accountant, Chartered Accountant for exactly 30 years now this month. A lot of experience. I had my own public practice up in the Prince George area um, for quite a few years, and then I lost my brother to suicide and took a new look at life and focused mostly on First Nations and the environment and home that I grew up in. So this is about me. I'm Smilkamix. I'm also Blackfoot Lakota Cree. Um, I am a member of Lower Smilkameen Indian Band and part of the Silk Nation Alliance, and it goes from Vernon all the way down to Colville, Washington. There it is. I've been a CPA since 1992, graduating from College of New Caledonia in Prince George. Okay, attended the Chartered Accountant School of BC and Atlantic Canada, and passed my uniform final exam and became a CPA. Now, I went to Harvard. I did send my certificate back to Harvard. I'm not an anti-Semite, and I was very disappointed in their stance and their publishings and their treatments of Jewish people, just so you know. Um, I've worked in many positions, CFO, CAOs, COO, CEO. It's just the way it works, especially in the First Nations arena. When you walk in, there's always a shortage of resources, and you're going to find you wearing many hats. Medical companies, directors, housing companies, economic development organizations, all over Canada, mostly in British Columbia, Manitoba, and online supports for across the country. So as I said, 2013, my brother passed away to suicide, and I sort of reevaluated uh, my life and what I wanted to do. And then COVID hit, another wake-up call, and to reevaluate it again. I wanted more of a quality of life and less about work. More about that balance. I'm a knowledge keeper. I love to teach. No matter what, the thing I enjoyed most about my job is I would teach people, and that's where I got the most satisfaction. Dealing with currencies, and when we're talking about business, Indigenous people, we've always paid taxes, we've always used currencies, whether it was in the form, of the wampum belt, shells, ribbons, furs, whatever it might be. So we are very aware of economics and what's going on in the world, and we are transitioning to the new world. So here it is. There's my CPA certificate. I am a volunteer for financial literacy for BC CPA. I love it, as a knowledge keeper. It's a lot of fun when you get those aha, got you moments. And what I find too is these young people nowadays, boy, they're teaching you the world is moving quickly. I've got more apps and I've learned more about the latest money topics, including cryptocurrency, because of the youth that challenged me as I present financial literacy programs to them. What's financial literacy? It's teaching them how to budget. Already now, it's teaching savings accounts. It's teaching planning for your future, looking 5 years down. Some of the basic skills we've lost as we've got this credit society, and Canadians are such large consumers that we can get anything we want instantly. I'm also an Aboriginal financial manager, certified Aboriginal financial manager. That was a 5-year certification focusing just on, First Nations. And, a lot of work. It was a time when it was evolving, and I see now it's getting better and better all the time as we become fiscally responsible. I'm very proud of my culture. I'm very proud of my humanity, and I'm very proud of my achievements. Okay? So I am an author. I get so many asks for information that the First Nations pay taxes, that one I wrote right away because so many people are asking me and I felt like a broken record. So I published these are very simple reads. They're on Kindle. Silk, You Can't Eat Money. This is, a story I share about my grandmother told me when I went off to Harvard for that sustainability education. That you can't eat paper, just remember where you came from. If you forget how to hunt, if you forget how to fish, if the salmon quit running, you're in trouble. You will never be able to eat paper. So she really grounded me and reminded me of where I came from. And chartered professional accounting and ethics, I think it's something we really all have to look at. I get asked questions, well, why are CPAs so great? And with recent cases coming out where conflicts of interest and violations have been committed, I think it's an area that needs to be looked at and reevaluated as to whether or not as a organization, should we be self-governing or should the government be governing us, or should there be an independent body? So that's sort of this book on ethics and that. Love to teach and travel. So of course, in Canada especially, we have so many people that come from so many different countries. And when I was in Prince George, my accounting firm was right across from the immigration office. And every day I would have a student come in and say, look, can I interview you? I was an accountant in such and such country, and I need to know what I need to know to apply for a job, and what am I going to have to do to get accredited in Canada. And a lot of them did not speak English very well, and and they had different focuses. Of course, me being in the accounting and finance business focus, so I also volunteered teaching at the Immigration Center English, so that these people could at least get to a technical level where they could find work. And I found I've used it here in volunteers in Mexico. I've used it all over the world that I've traveled. So yes, I love art. I love Mexico. I spend a lot of time down here winters, and I volunteer at different activities. I volunteer to teach English. I volunteer to help people with their paperwork, those sorts of things, giving back to the community. And my history is my great-grandfather, his business partner was from Mexico. They used to run a mule train all the way from Hermosillo, Sonora, all the way up to the Yukon, the gold rush. And they had 100 mules. They were considered very rich. And they both ended up settling in Olalla, British Columbia. And they had ranches beside each other, the Marcel Ranch and the Barceló Ranch. So, I truly do have a link to Mexico. What I don't like is the cold. Canada, the winters. I guess when Kelowna finally hit minus 32, that was it for me. So, I really looked at going south, and I spend half my time here, half in Canada, and maybe longer sometimes. And I, I really don't like the cold. And I find I'm in good company. There's a lot of people down here that from Canada and the United States that do not enjoy the cold winters. So I enjoy sharing knowledge. I'm a volunteer for Revenue Canada. This is my volunteer identification number if you want to do some fact checking, certificate of appreciation. I've been doing this for a few years now. I don't even remember. It's a good way to stay current, and we should always be giving back to society. And thus these educational workshops. Again, I get a lot of asks. I've asked to write another book. Some people from the UK reached out, and they wanted a book on accounts payable for First Nations and stuff. So with AI, it doesn't capture everything, and I found myself spending a lot of time cleaning up people's taxes because AI just gives some information but not enough. So be really careful out there, and we'll see how that other book comes along. So how am I so successful? Well, sorry, my faith, you guys. Yep, God. Without him, there's no way I would be where I was today. And, you've got to give yourself a break once a week. You got to feed your soul, however you do that. This is how I do it, and this is who I credit for my success. Now, if you like the videos, please click like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If there's any tax topics you want to see presented, email me. Here's my email information, and I'll prepare learning videos. I'm even prepared to do some live question and answer videos. We can work on that. Whatever you guys want. I enjoy it. I'm semi-retired, I suppose, and I enjoyed doing these presentations. So thank you very much, you guys. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the foreign reporting requirements, T1135, on Monday, February 24th. Bye now.